It's a human tendency to crave for something that is not ours, which has been a growing Western influence on Desi households. But now we've got so much of it over the years that we also want to return to our roots and to the food we grew up eating. So today on Desi Beat Reset, we have a mix of the traditional and the contemporary as we get a home chef on board to make fish biryani and a variety of chicken wings. If you want to trace the origins of our Desi culture, you simply need to follow the trails left behind in time by our Desi cuisine. Regions, religions, and endless migrations make up a large portion of the cultural fabric that we refer to as Desi food. The deliciously complex blend of flavors, spices, and aromas have many stories to tell, and we stand to unveil a tale that is not only fascinating in its dramatic overtures, but it is also sure to tease your taste buds. Welcome along to another exciting episode of Desi Beat Reset. Now, of course, normally we start outside, but today it's raining, it's cold, it's miserable. So I said, no, I'd rather start in here in the lovely warm atmosphere of this fantastic conservatory. Now, the people that live here, they're pure Desis. How do I know that? Because not only do they like their Desi food and they talk about culture, but also because they've got a table set up here to play that traditional Asian game of marbles. People are very passionate about their food, especially us Desis, but we're also very secretive about the recipes, but not here on Desi Beat. No, we find people right across the country who want to share with you, so you can go home and make those dishes in your own kitchen. I'm not just talking about traditional stuff, we love that, but we're also now embracing new recipes. We're talking about fusing foods, different flavors, different regions, etc. Today we're meeting somebody who's going to do just that. Let's go and say hello to our friends from Milton Keynes. Nirvana! Hello!
Hello, Raj.
How are you? Naveen,
hello.
Thank you so much for allowing me into your fantastic conservatory. What a great space you've got here.
Thank you.
Come on, let's talk about you guys being the most loved up people in the whole of the world. And it's not a joke, is it? It's not a joke, because it's here. It's on the wall for everyone to see. This is Chocolate Couple Scoop Award Prize named as Most Loved Up Duo. Loved Up Duo! That's brilliant. Let's talk about that. Come on. Nirvana and Naveen. Let's start with you guys. Where did you come from? Where were you born? Where did you meet? Tell me the story.
Yeah, we were from South Africa.
Okay.
And we met in 1985 at Nir's cousin's wedding.
Okay.
That's where we first met.
Love at first sight.
Yes. And we married in 1985.
So you've been together 34 years?
Yes.
Whereabouts in South Africa?
We're from Durban.
What sort of dishes are famous from that region?
Curries,
Curries.
chicken, lamb, fish curries, biryanis.
Where do your influences come from? Is it something from back in family, grandparents, mother? Where is it?
Yeah, my mom is my initial inspiration for cooking. And then when I got married, my father-in-law.
Okay.
He was a teacher. He was a teacher, but he was an amazing cook.
Really?
And I learned to cook his famous biryanis, with him.
Now, I know you love your cooking, but what about you, Naveen?
No, I do all the washing up after.
Yeah, he's my sous chef. And he
None of the boys in my family took after my dad.
Really?
Yeah, he used to volunteer and cook at weddings, cook at temple functions and so on.
Okay.
No charge. It was just his passion.
And are you passing all of these recipes and things on to the girls?
Yes, they all cook so well.
Really?
They all cook so well.
Wow. So we were talking earlier about the special masala that you use. Tell me about that.
Right, so in South Africa, we have this pre-blended masalas, and it's the same spices that we use in everyday cooking,
Right.
but it's the way it's blended together that makes it different. And so I do that here as well. I pre-mix my masala.
So you blend it all
I
yourself.
blend it myself.
And you put it in a big box and it's
Yeah, it is there, yeah. Especially because I do catering as well.
Right, I was going to ask you because this outside area, this is your conservatory,
Yes.
where you've got your marble table over there,
Yeah.
which is what I call it, and you've got a kitchen in here.
Yes.
You've got a kitchen inside there as well.
Yes.
Have you got one upstairs?
No, not really. I gotta get him to do one.
Well, it would be handy, right? You wake up in the midnight and
Yeah, you need a snack.
let's fry some rice. Come on, darling, get out of bed.
Okay.
So, are you going to be using this masala today?
Yes, we are.
And what are you creating for us?
Right, so today I decided to do a fish biryani.
Fish biryani.
Yes,
Sounds good.
proper South African style fish biryani. And chicken wings.
Chicken wings.
Yes.
Now, that's not a traditional recipe, is it?
No, but because my family loves it so much, and my family loved experimenting with different types of cuisines.
Good, but that's what we're about today.
Yes.
But the chicken wings also have an Indian twist to it because it has its masala flavoring and so on.
Yeah.
See, it's a Desi
We
chicken
always
wing.
make
at the end of
everything
the day.
Desi, yes.
Yes. Listen, we can talk more. Let's get in the kitchen. Let's do some cooking.
Let's do this.
Because I'm hungry.
Yes.
As usual. Let's go. Right, brilliant.
Let's do that.
The Americans, they love chicken wings. They're sold in billions out there throughout the whole year or so, but they've become incredibly popular everywhere else. Here in the UK, we love our chicken wings as well, but we Desis, we like a bit of extra flavour, and that's what we're doing today with Nirvana. She's making her recipe of chicken wings, again, with a little bit of her own flavour, a bit of South Africa thrown in, and various other parts of the world. Now, chicken wings are available in the shops as a whole chicken wing, which is like 2 parts essentially. You can get them to cut them in half at the butcher's, or you can do it yourself. That's what you've done here, right?
Yes, well, my daughter actually did this for me.
Ah, yeah.
So she cut it in half, and then she also used a blowtorch, and she sort of seared it a bit, so you remove whatever little fine hairs or whatever you get.
Fine hairs. There will always be little fine hairs.
So
That's why they're brown, right?
yeah.
I thought they were out of date. I thought you got them cheap.
Yeah.
So what do we do now?
Right. So to this,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna add a bit of salt again,
Right.
garlic and ginger.
Garlic and ginger again with your turmeric in there already.
Yeah, garlic and ginger just adds the final touch, and garlic powder.
Yeah.
Again, as I said, it intensifies the flavors. Then I put a bit of Kashmiri chili powder for some color.
And
I'm going to be using some black pepper.
black pepper. So the essential ingredients to make a really good chicken wing. Right.
And this is freshly squeezed lemon juice.
Lemon juice.
Half a lemon. Soy sauce.
Soy sauce.
Right, soy sauce to give it that Asian fusion flavor.
Yeah.
Touch.
Indo-Chinese
Yeah,
vibes.
Indo-Chinese.
Indo-Chinese vibes.
Absolutely.
So we give that a good mix.
So give it a good mix. I like to marinate it and put it for maybe 4 to 5 hours. But because we're on TV, we'll just do it for 20 minutes.
Brilliant. Okay, that goes in the fridge. And right, I'll tidy up. You put that in the fridge.
Thank
right,
you.
Here we go. So the chicken wings now have been marinating for about half an hour or so.
The marinade has soaked into the chicken.
Okay.
I'm going to be adding some spring onions.
Mm-hmm.
And here, Raj, I have some rice flour.
Rice flour.
Rice flour gives a really nice crunch to the chicken wings. Corn flour as
And then
well.
corn flour as well, okay?
Yeah. Now, I'm going to be putting this into the oven.
Okay.
If I was frying it, deep frying it,
Yep.
I would have put an egg into it.
Right. That's a binding agent.
Yeah.
To bind the whole thing together, yeah.
I know the egg also helps it to get really crisp.
Ah.
But you know, we all are watching our diet and health.
So yes.
I'm
What's supposed to
baking.
be? What's
Yeah.
supposed to be?
And
Okay.
we're going to be putting this
Right.
into the casserole. It
Okay.
needs to be, put apart so it doesn't stew in the oven. It
Yeah,
needs
okay.
to
You want
roast.
it to get to roast,
Yeah.
absolutely. How long in the oven? What temperature?
Put it in for 30 minutes, but halfway through you turn them over.
Okay.
And then they crisp on both sides evenly.
Okay.
And after 30 minutes, we will do a sauce.
Okay, so there you go. Put it in the oven, halfway through, you turn over, and then let them carry on cooking. Okay? Thank you. Okay, so we've taken the chicken out of the oven. It's been about 30 minutes. They're looking lovely, lovely colour, and the aroma once again is fantastic. Right, then we're now going to bathe them in a sauce, are we?
Yes. So I'm going to add just a drop of oil.
Okay,
Because
little
I
bit of
am
oil.
be putting some butter.
Oh, look at the butter. Yeah.
Oh, just a little butter.
Oh, just a little.
Yeah.
All right, so that's all cooking away, heating up nicely.
So we're just going to do some
Oh, look at this.
fresh chili.
Look at this.
Again,
That's a
utensils
gadget.
make.
It's a gadget. Look at it. I want one of these.
Right, I'm going to put a little onion, chopped onion,
Yeah.
just for a crunch.
Okay.
And I've got some chopped garlic.
You're not putting in too much, are you?
No, because the flavor is already in the chicken. This we don't want to add, too much more depth.
Correct, you've got to give that a good
So I'm just
stir.
going to let this infuse in the butter and the
Yeah.
oil.
Stop! Stop! This is for veg only. Don't you know? You need this one here with the meat only. Come on now.
Oh, thank you, Raj.
Rules of the house. You made the rules. She's breaking your own rules.
You just saved the chicken.
That chicken would have had vegetable flavorings all over it.
All over it, yeah.
We don't want that.
Ridiculous. Okay, so, right, Raj, could you pass me the sauces, please?
Which sauce would you like first, madam?
Any sauce.
Let's go with the little one. Here you go.
Thank you.
So this is your sweet and...
Sweet chili.
Sweet chili.
Sweet chili. And then... Ketchup, please.
The ketchup. I shall ketchup for this later. There you go. Alright, so 3 spoons of that. And now we go for the... This is the dangerous one.
Yeah, the chili and garlic.
Oh, I thought she was going to put a teaspoon or 2 because it's quite hot. But no. Okay, and then we're going to give that a good stir.
Give this a good stir.
How long does this take now? Do we need to cook this for a long time?
No, because the sauces are done already. So it's just to infuse with the garlic and the flavors of the ginger and the garlic and the chili.
Oh, okay, yeah, I can smell that.
Yeah.
That's nice. That's quite nice.
Right, and to that, I'm going to add some soy sauce.
Some soy sauce.
Because as I said, it's Indo fusion, right?
Indo-Chinese.
And Chinese fusion. So we just add a bit.
Indo-American.
So I'm not adding salt to this.
Okay, great. So that's taking on a whole new colour. It's not darker, a lot richer. Lots and lots of flavour in there.
I just want to put some honey in it.
Honey?
Right?
Okay.
So you get a nice sticky, it holds onto the chicken wings.
Okay, so it kind of, yeah, absolutely just covers them. It's all that sticky gooiness, yeah? In goes the spring onions. Alright, and then we've got some chopped coriander. Do you use the stems? There's a few stems in there. I like the stems.
Yeah, I like the stems.
Don't throw the stems away.
No.
Never throw the stems. Okay.
Time to add it to the chicken.
Oh, you're going to add that to the, not the chicken to the...
Remember, this is my vegetarian pot.
Oh, yes. And this is how you make that humble chicken wing into the king of chicken wings.
Give this a good mix. I promise you wouldn't find this in any restaurant, Raj. I'm gonna just sprinkle it with some
sesame seeds.
Sesame seeds. This is toasted sesame seeds.
Look at
the extra
that.
crunch.
It makes it look so much more appetizing and looks brilliant. It really is fantastic. Look at this.
Right, so that's my chicken wings already.
And there we have it. Nirvana's naughty but nice
sesame chicken wings.
Sesame chicken wings. Coming up, we are reimagining the biryani with the succulent pieces of fish playing a central role. Yes, fish biryani it is. And to witness the magic of aromatic spices amalgamate with a flavorful rice, all you need to do is to stay tuned as we return after this very short break. I love a good biryani. Now, traditionally, biryanis are made with lamb or with goat, but nowadays people are experimenting with different things, and more popular is fish biryani. I love fish biryani, but today we're making a very special version with a bit of a South African twist, because Nirvana here is from South Africa. Talk to me about this machi.
Right, so I'm going to be using salmon for this fish biryani,
Salmon.
but you can use other fish.
Okay, but any firm fish. It's got to be quite firm.
Yeah, firm fish.
Flake and fall apart, right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And
we're going to marinate it.
I'm just going to marinate it first, and then we'll just put it away for a bit in the fridge.
Okay.
And then we'll...
Okay, tell me what you put in there.
So, I'm going to be putting some salt.
Okay, that looks like Himalayan salt, pink.
Yes, pink Himalayan salt.
I know my salt.
And then, essential is garlic and ginger in every Indian household, I
has to be
assume.
garlic and ginger.
It has to be a garlic and ginger. Then a bit of turmeric.
Alright, there you go. A bit of haldi.
Yes. And chili powder. I'm using a Kashmiri chili powder.
Oh, so that's not very hot.
And I've got a fish spice here that has a bit of cumin, mustard, and cayenne pepper.
Okay.
And then garlic powder.
Right.
Garlic powder intensifies the flavor. Bit of black pepper.
Okay. So we finish that off with a bit of...
Lastly, some lemon juice.
Okay. So there's no oil or anything, because some people put a little bit of oil in there and stuff, but you keep it like this.
No, because I'm going to be frying it,
okay, so
I'm not putting oil.
Okay.
Yeah, just so now, just
use your hands. Lovely.
Right, so this is ready. We're just going to put this into the fridge for 15 to 20 minutes.
Okay, alright.
And Then we fry it.
And then we fry it. Okay, brilliant. There you go. That's your marinade done for this salmon. I wouldn't say cod. No, salmon.
Yes.
All right, lots of flavours in there. And it smells like a dream. Yeah, this fish is now marinated. It's been marinating for about roughly 20 minutes, half an hour, and we're good to go. What's the next step?
So now we're going to be frying the fish, Raj. Just a bit of oil.
Okay. Any old oil?
Well, I'm using sunflower oil.
Sunflower oil. Okay.
Yes, and it's also skinless.
Okay, so you got skinless.
Yeah, and boneless.
And boneless, which is good. So remember, you can use any kind of fish, really, as long as it's salmon fish. But today we're using salmon.
Pink salmon.
Pink salmon. Oh. Did you catch it yourself?
My husband did.
Oh, your husband. So he does everything around here. Alright, so you turn them over very carefully.
See, salmon is a firm fish, so it's not going to break easily. I'm just going to fry it halfway through.
Okay.
Because it's going to be cooking in the oven further.
Right, of course.
Until done. Right, so that the fish is done.
Alright.
I'm going to take it out.
So how long did we cook that for?
I would say around 6 minutes.
Okay. Oh, look at that. I mean, I'm going to show you. Look at the colour on that. That's like, I don't know, just want to eat it now. You really do. It's lovely. Well done. Brilliant. So the fish is marinated and fried and is now sitting there waiting for us to do part 2. And part 2 is, of course, the magical sauce. What do we do for the sauce?
Right, I'm going to be using the same sunflower oil again.
Okay. That's quite a lot, isn't it? But you're making quite a quantity.
Yeah, it's a big quantity.
Oh, okay. All right. So don't panic. Don't panic.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
Don't panic, Raj.
Yeah.
Calm down.
Right.
So to the oil, I'm going to be adding some cumin
Right.
and fennel.
Fennel. Salt.
Salt. Yep. You're being proper Desi.
I am being proper Desi. What's this?
And curry leaves. And this is bay leaves.
Bay leaves,
Yes.
veg. Okay.
Okay. And then some cardamom, but I'm using the black cardamom.
So bari elaichi. Okay.
And then a cinnamon.
Yeah.
And
Darjeeling.
yes, and a star anise.
Oh, star anise. Now you got me. I don't know.
I know.
Star anise. Okay.
This needs to infuse into the oil, so the flavors, the oil just automatically flavors up.
Okay.
And then I'm going to be putting green chili.
As much or as little as you like.
Yes, and then onion, chopped onion.
That's one chopped onion, I would assume.
And then I'm also adding some fresh thyme.
Thyme?
Yes.
That's unusual.
Yeah, fresh thyme.
That's unusual.
Yes.
In a biryani, I would have thought.
Yeah.
And this is what you normally do, right?
Yes.
Okay, because that's
In
going
all my
to...
biryanis, thyme is a must.
Because that just gives you a completely different aroma.
Yes.
But you don't associate thyme with Desi
With
cooking.
that, yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
I also try to add some spring onions to the oil because spring onions also gives a very depth flavor.
Right. Now there's something very unusual that I've noticed about this kitchen. This kitchen and the kitchen outside is that there's a lot of writing on all the utensils. You've got meat, you've got veg. What's that about?
Well, I have to thank my mom for that. We grew up, having separate dishes for meat
Okay.
and separate dishes
For veg.
for vegetarian. And
So now you write it.
yeah. And then I'm going to be adding my ginger and garlic paste.
Okay.
I'm going to be putting at least 3 spoons of garlic and ginger.
All right.
I love garlic and ginger.
Mm-hmm.
The onion is ready now. The garlic and ginger has also cooked a bit. But now I'm going to be putting my magic masala.
Okay, so this is the masala we spoke about earlier, right?
The blended masala.
Yes.
I'm putting about 3.
I missed that. How many was that? 2, 3 spoons?
Yeah, 3 and a half.
3 and a half. Okay.
And then a bit of turmeric
Right.
and garam masala. Right. I'm going to be putting some tomatoes. I've got fresh tomatoes here.
Yeah.
About 5 or 6 tomatoes and a can of tomato as well. So
As well.
yeah, the can adds that thickness to the gravy.
And then you add some mint, you said.
Yes.
Oh, a little bit of mint.
Sorry,
Well,
yes,
fresh
I did.
mint.
Fresh mint.
Okay.
I just liquidized it, blended it together.
The whole thing blended together.
Then a bit of salt again. And I'm going to add some coriander,
Right.
fresh dhania, and mint. More mint.
I love this.
More mint.
Great flavours in here. So many. all
That
coming
this
together.
needs to cook down.
Yeah.
And when the oil comes up, you know, the chutney is done.
So what I thought I'd do, right, because you're marking everything up, right, so you've got meat and you've got veg and stuff, and just in case you or one of the kids forgets, doesn't really realise when they come over, I've noted something on here for you, right?
Ah, thank you so much, Raj.
I'm
You're
really
the
good
best.
at everything. Yeah.
The best.
Okay, now where are the apples? Yes, I was in that film, The Bold and the Beautiful, yes. Oh, okay, we're rolling. So the sauce has been cooking for some time now, and it's thickening up nicely. And the oil has separated from the sauce.
Okay, Raj, I'm just going to add a bit of sugar. I'm using some brown sugar, and I'm going to add a bit more coriander.
Right.
You know, we love our coriander.
You do indeed.
Right, the sauce is ready.
So that's good to go. All right, so we just turn that off, do we?
Yes.
And, all right, so we've got the fish which has been fried, and we've got our rice here which has been boiled. We've got our delicious sauce sitting in the corner there as well. And now it's time to put the whole thing together and create this amazing biryani with our South African touch. Tell me what's next. How do we do this? How do we build it?
So I boil my rice with a bit of fried onions, salt, a bit of som,
Yeah.
jeera,
Okay.
a bay leaf, and cinnamon.
Okay, so you're infusing all those flavors into
Just
the rice.
infuse all the flavors.
Yeah.
So for what I'm going to do now is just to layer the bottom, just a layer of rice.
Okay.
Right, so
And then a layer of fish.
first, fish goes over.
Wow. This is really exciting. Really exciting. So there'll be multiple layers.
Multiple, yeah, 2 layers.
Okay.
And Raj, I've got some prawns.
Oh, surprise, surprise.
Yes, I marinated this exactly the same way as I did the fish.
Right.
And I just cooked it halfway through. My family loves king prawns. And so I just put this in.
This is not the cheapest dish in the world, is it?
Not really.
No, this is not dining on a budget.
In our South African biryanis, we must use the masoor dal, red lentils.
right.
Whole red lentils. I soak it for a few hours and then I just put it into salted water.
Okay.
And it boils, right? And then
And it
our
looks
magic
good.
salt, just to cover the fish.
Okay. So the rice that you made, is that fully cooked?
No, I just
3/4?
yeah, almost 3/4.
So as in a normal biryani, because we're going to finish the whole thing off.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
everything in here pretty much is slightly undercooked.
Undercooked.
And we're going to finish that off in the oven.
In the oven, yeah.
All right, good.
Right, so that's done. Another layer of
Another layer of
rice.
rice. There we go again.
So now this is going to be a nice big layer of rice because,
Now this will feed how many people? 10?
yeah, 10 to 12
Yeah,
people.
at least.
Yeah.
Or 2 of me. It's
Okay.
looking delicious. That's what it's looking. It would be hard for me to make this and then eat it. Because I'd have to spend an hour or so taking photographs for my social media accounts.
Right. So is this the first time you're going to be eating fish biryani?
Well, I've had fish biryani before, but certainly not like this.
Okay.
With the addition of the prawns and the dal and all the aromatics in the rice and wow, I mean that's great. That's really, really great. Very exciting, very interesting, very different.
And there you go. That's my South African style fish biryani. Now I'm just going to cover this and I'm going to put it in the oven for 20 minutes. 20 to 25 minutes.
You notice I'm lost for words. No, I'm never lost for words. But just this is something else. Well done. Smoked, fried, grilled or baked, no matter how you eat your chicken wings, they are a delicious recipe worth learning more about and thus add more varieties to your culinary menu. Fish biryani is a perfect serve for a wholesome meal. The recipe has a character that grows on your taste buds and turns any occasion into a celebratory meal. What if I said right now, no, I don't like it? Because it wouldn't happen, would it? Because this is superb and you know it. Now look on your face. She was there, she was saying, oh, wait till you try that. Wait till you try that.
I would have said, Raj, you don't have taste.
Good answer. You would have said, you're lying because I know it's fantastic. All I can say is thank you so much. You've really opened my eyes up to a few new ingredients and a new way of making a biryani, and those wings are to die for.
Thank you.
You're a lucky man.
I am.
You're a lucky man. There you go. More exciting episodes of Desi Beat Reset on the way, and don't forget, the fewer things you can cook, if you'd like to be on the table with us, showing us your magic as well, then get in touch with us on our Facebook page. It's either down here or up there, and somewhere on there. And see you again for future episodes of Desi Beat Reset. Au revoir. Let's eat. A flavorful mix of rice and spice. Fish fillets ups the enthusiasm for a home cooking night. Enriching your experience with fragrance and flavors, Fish Biryani is here to tease you with its savors. Sweet and sticky, those chicken ring bits. Drenched in sauce, it's a bonus chicken flavor. A perfect addition to any appetizer plate. Suit your mood with a chicken ring variety to try. Is it your husband likes your food, right? And is it all this passion that you put into your cooking that makes you the most loved up couple in the UK? Is this what it is? This is the secret.
Oh, right. You're not going to get over that now, right? Be honest, are you a bit jealous?
No, come on, you can't say...